And the third message I have is our commitment to mobility. We live in a mobile world, obviously, members demand it. And I think it makes a nice segue from this message when I bring Dan Schulman up in a moment for a number of reasons. One, PayPal is the leader in payments. And they serve a third of the public with their PayPal product. They own Venmo, which is used by 65% of millennials who say they use a P2P product. They say they use Venmo. They have a great product called Xoom, X-O-O-M, that helps with international payments. But PayPal, at its core, under Dan's leadership, they're focused on doing a lot of the same things that credit unions are all about. They're trying to provide simple, affordable payment services for consumers and small businesses that are reliable. They have the product, they've done a phenomenal job, and I'm looking forward to hearing from Dan. And I also want to comment quickly again on Dan, because I've been inspired by his passion for mission, both in terms of what he did at Amex, but now what he's doing at PayPal. And we're looking creatively at how we can partner with PayPal to kind of align our missions with their great product offerings connected to credit union debit cards and checking accounts. So let me talk about this third theme. From a recent study just released last week, Fiserv did a study of consumers in terms of their financial services and mobile. Not surprisingly, 75% use online banking, 74% use it to pay bills. That's no surprise. But approaching half of those consumers say they use the mobile banking product, and of those, 2/3 of them use it to pay bills. So that's true throughout this audience. We know we're using our phones to check account balances, to transfer money, to pay bills, and to do remote deposit capture. Those seem to be the four things that credit unions do with mobile banking. Also from the study, some of the things that they use their mobile banking service for: to view balances, to transfer money, to pay bills. A growing percentage are using it for remote deposit capture. That's fairly new, so that's great. And account alerts. In the call-out box there, that data is kind of interesting to me, because the lower income demographic actually is more likely to have a smartphone than higher income demographic. And about 13% of the population that fall into that category, that live below the $30,000 per year income line, they actually rely on their smartphone for basic access to the internet as well. So the question here becomes, so credit unions have mobile banking products. We're trying to be as innovative as we can be. But how can we take it a step further? How can we create a message and deliver on a promise to where we're going to help members with all of their life's big decisions through a mobile platform? So digital wallets are gaining ground. I mentioned Venmo. So a recent study showed that 65% of millennials, right, 65% of millennials use P2P to transfer money to a friend or family member, or for a P2P transfer. 65%, and of those, 68% use Venmo, the product owned by PayPal. 22% say they use their bank app, and every day we hear of credit unions launching a P2P product. Sometimes it's white labeled. There's another competitor in the market, Zelle, which is a product owned by the 5 money center banks. CUSG is looking to partner with PayPal so that as a default we can say, you know what, credit unions, your members are already using PayPal and Venmo. Why not message to them that they ought to do that with the credit union debit card and checking account? As opposed to creating a new P2P product that you hope to get traction with. 1/3 of all US adults use PayPal. I mentioned that earlier. So some other data points, 43%, this is what people are asking for. 43% say they want to be able to have card controls to turn access off to their cards when they're traveling. Over a quarter of these folks, 28%, want to use their phone to access cash without an ATM card. By the way, that's a product that we've launched for a large credit union in California, and we're partnering with PayPal to do that with the Paydiant platform. There's an app that we have developed and have launched it with a large credit union in California to do just that. I'll show you that in a moment. But about a quarter of those surveyed say, you know what, that's something that we would like. And about a quarter of those surveyed also want speed, obviously. So people are more and more sensitive to the fact that when they transfer money, P2P, they want it to be instantaneous. So obviously we need to adapt and to thrive and prosper and meet the needs of our members and be relevant in this very dynamic financial services industry. We need to be disruptors ourselves. We need to think differently about technology and mobile technology in particular. Let me share a couple of comments from a couple of your peers on this issue of mobile banking.
I think we've done a great job at getting our credit union identity out there. What's a credit union? But now I think our next step is getting out there that we have the technologies that can compete with the big players.
It's extremely important for credit unions to remain relevant with all of its membership, especially with millennials, and mobile devices and mobile apps are going to be key in doing that.
I think it's staying on top of the technology. The technology changes so much that every time we think we're delivering a product that's competitive, what we're finding is that we're 2 steps behind the Bank of Americas and the Chases.
I'm excited to learn more about the LifeSteps product because I think that it will span all generations and I think it'll be extremely relevant to millennials. So I'm interested to see how it's going to make mobile banking useful, how it's going to enhance mobile banking, and just make your everyday life events, going to the grocery store, going to the movies, a lot easier and integrate with mobile banking.
So today I'm introducing a product called LifeSteps Wallet. It's a product offered by a company called LifeSteps Solutions that was purchased, the majority ownership of that was purchased by CUSG. We've taken their team and their product and we've integrated them with CUSG to reinvent a product that they already had. They had launched a product similar to this with San Diego County Credit Union, an $8 billion credit union in California, along with the Cardless ATM Cash feature. But we wanted to hit the pause button and take the talent of that team and meld it with our team and think about how we could reinvent this product before we take it back to market, which is what we plan to do now. This early stage announcement that I'm making here today is to let you know a little bit about the product, let you know where we're at in the development, and seek your feedback so that with your help, we can launch this in Michigan and selectively outside Michigan, and eventually bring a great product that will help credit unions of all sizes expand the number of features that they offer to their members to help with life's big decisions. So LifeSteps Wallet is going to be, it's a container of best-in-class apps around shopping, home, auto, and financial wellness. And I'll give you a short demo here in a moment. But it's taking some of these best-in-class apps like Zillow for home buying and Yelp for directory and order ahead and making reservations. Houzz, H-O-U-Z-Z, which is to get ideas for home improvement, as well as other apps, including PayPal and Venmo and Zoom, and other apps that we would either own, create, or partner with someone. Home Advisors is one that's in this container that helps your members gain access to a handyman to help fix things at home. And I'll give, again, a demonstration about all these features. Before I do, I want to play a short video vignette about LifeSteps Solutions and LifeSteps Wallet. Let's roll that, please.
Technology races ahead at an explosive pace. Credit unions are constantly challenged to keep up if they want to satisfy consumer expectations. Speed, simplicity, value. People, millennials especially, expect it all, and more. They demand it in a mobile package. To a bank, it might just be about the products, but to consumers, how to spend, save, borrow, and invest money is personal. It's about all the daily moments that contribute to life's big decisions. Moments as simple as everyday shopping. Consumers shop online, but they also use the web to find local deals. Savings that add up when purchasing a new house or car. That's why CU Solutions Group has invested in LifeSteps Solutions to bring you LifeSteps Wallet, an all-new mobile app with an expanded vision to make credit unions more relevant, more fun, simpler, easier, faster, more in touch with what members need, help with life's big decisions.
The vision of LifeSteps Solutions is to help credit unions offer members dramatically increased mobile functionality. We want members to do their mobile browsing, shopping, and spending in a way that always connects back to the credit union.
LifeSteps Solutions will focus on helping credit unions improve the member experience through the mobile channel.
What if everyday activities were intuitively connected back to credit unions, from shopping for local discounts to financial planning? And what if that same app allowed for those little decisions to be connected to truly big ones, like buying a car or house? All with discounts that are exclusive to credit unions.
We know that our alliance with LifeSteps Solutions will bring great exclusive member discount offers. It'll bring our very strong mobile technology and marketing capabilities and tremendous synergies with product development, sales, and client relations.
The vision of LifeSteps Solutions is to make mobile banking enhancements available to credit unions of all sizes. Daily shopping needs, decisions about cars, home ownership, planning and saving for the future. LifeSteps Solutions will bring it all together in a cutting-edge mobile package that meets millennials and all 21st century consumers where life takes them.
We'll evolve with a very dynamic mobile wallet landscape to make sure credit unions' cards are top of mind and top of wallet.
Millennials and a growing segment of the broader population will love their credit union even more with this new suite of mobile banking enhancements offered by LifeSteps Solutions.
LifeSteps Solutions, mobile solutions for life's big decisions.
So this inspires me as well because I know that through our collaboration and our commitment to investing in technology, we can do some really great things to meld our service mission with the technology that especially millennials, but our entire swath of our membership is looking for. So this, as the video pointed out, this product will help keep credit unions top of mind, top of wallet through great partnerships that are inside this container. It's all customizable and modular. So while we'll be offering a base container that is branded, fully branded, starting at $5,000 a year, and you can add to that based on the customization work. Later in the year, we'll launch a small credit union version at as little as $1,000 a year with the ability to customize it up. You can do as much branding, you can do as much swapping out of modules and functionality as you want. But again, the key is this is where mobile meets messaging and mission, because our mission is to serve everybody, especially those just getting by. We need to convey who we are and how we can be in front of our members with every purchasing and research decision that they make online. And we need to do it with mobility. So this is a product that at the core is about helping your members save time and money. And after all, isn't that what people are really looking for? Yes, they want the value of the credit union, but they want your help with their auto buying and maintenance decision, and their home buying and maintenance decision, and their shopping, and the financial wellness things that they deal with, all in a way that points them to the role that credit unions play with your financial services. So now I'd like to give actually a quick glimpse of the product, and if everything goes right here, I'm going to be able to pull this up on screen. There it is. So I am now going to pull this up. Zeal Credit. This is, by the way, Zeal hasn't purchased this product yet. I need to get that disclaimer. But we wanted to do it with a credit union that you'd be familiar with. So the launch page would be Zeal Credit Union branding, and the account has already been set up. Had I not set up an account, obviously I would put my information in, and I'd be prompted for that data. But at this point, I'm now logging on, and what you'll see here is the customization vision for the product. So we'll ask questions. This will evolve over time. We'll ask questions. So where do you see this step in your future? Buying a new car? Well, pretty soon. What about, where do you see this? Buying a house someday, right? Swipe. Getting married, I'll hesitate a little bit on that one, but I'll say someday. And then what about planning a vacation? I hope so soon after this convention wraps up. So now I'm launched into the container, and what you'll see up at the top is this is a format where all of the essential things that you want your credit union to see offered from the credit union are right up there, bold, front and center. And then there are categories for shopping, travel, auto, home, and financial wellness. Let me give you just a quick glimpse of this functionality. So think about this container that connects to your mobile banking platform, but does much, much more than just the transactions, the account balances, and the bill pay and the money transfers. So with the first touch here, I'm actually linked with a thumbprint authentication to my credit union mobile banking platform. And so with a touch, I'm now moving inside to where I can move money around, I can do my transfers, I can do my bill pay, all the basic transactional things. And with one touch up in the upper left-hand corner, I'm back out to the container. Now here's the really cool part for me. I mentioned P2P. That's where it's at for millennials and a growing portion of the public. So when I click on send and receive money up at the top, we've integrated PayPal's great products, but we're messaging to the consumer, to your members, that they ought to use the credit union debit card or transaction account. So Venmo is the first one. Again, of the 60% of the millennials who said they use this, 68% of them say they use Venmo already. Your members are already using it, so why not message to them that they ought to use the credit union debit card? Or if they're setting up an account, do that. So there's a little bit of messaging, and then with one click, I'm now giving a thumbprint authentication, and I'm now into my Venmo product. That the strength of Venmo is this social media aspect where friends can see, what's happening with P2P. You can turn this off if you don't like it. Not everybody likes it. But anyway, you're right into Venmo. With a click, I'm out of that. And what about PayPal? PayPal is used by 1/3 of your members already and a growing portion of the public, mainly for online purchases, but there's some in-store capability as well. So with one click, I'm seeing the messaging again, PayPal, great product, and why don't you use your Zelle credit union debit card if you're going to use your PayPal through this container. And with one click, I proceed forward, I give my thumbprint authentication, and I'm into the PayPal product. Again, a touch, and I'm back out. Now Zoom I won't talk too much about, but it's a product of PayPal that reduces the cost for consumers for international money transfers. A flat fee versus a percentage of the transaction. It's a great product, right in the sweet spot for credit unions. But I've clicked out of this, and I'm still, again, going over features that are really the bread and butter for credit unions, right? The mobile banking platform, P2P transfers. Well, what about Cardless Cash? This is a product that we activate through a partnership with PayPal. We've already done it for San Diego County in California. And with a click here, there's some information that describes it, and there's actually a short video, so that if you launch this, you'd be able to educate your members with video vignettes. And I'll give you an example of how San Diego County does this. So they have a short little video here. This will play without sound for you today, but I can kind of message through this, hopefully. Looks like that might be hanging up a little bit, so we won't do that. We'll go back. I'll show you this way. So this is an example. So in the mobile banking app, the Cardless Cash, I indicate which account I want to take it out of. I say I want to take $20 out. I click that I want it now, and now I go to a credit union ATM, and I scan a QR code on the ATM, and the transaction is done. I don't have to ever pull my card out. Now, I know a lot of you will say, and I would say the same, I don't mind using my card. But keep in mind that 28% of those consumers surveyed said they are intrigued by this. And the big banks are marketing the heck out of this right now. So again, mobility features, giving consumers what they want. That's what mobile Cardless Cash is about. Now, still talking about the upper part, the bread and butter of what you do, what about a free ATM and branch, or a finder for your free ATM access and your branches? With one click, we're providing access to the co-op ATM network. You can see right here where I'm at, it's the geolocator brings up the red being the ATMs, the blue being the branches. I can list them, and I can click on the one that's closest, and I can navigate with it's a matter of clicks to find a surcharge-free ATM or a branch. One click, I'm back to the container, and now what about applying for a loan? I click on Apply for a Loan, and if you have an online loan application feature, we'll plug it in. If you don't, we'll provide one to you to help your members apply for a credit card, a personal loan, a vehicle loan, a home loan, and to check loan status, all within this mobile container. So that's the essence of the credit union specific features. Now let's talk a little bit about the other help with life's big decisions. So shopping, we have a partnership with Yelp, a custom API so that when we click on directory, we can program the categories that we think are the most likely categories that people are going to look for a business. So if you click on food, obviously, I click on that. And much like OpenTable and Yelp, the local restaurants come up here, and with a click or two, I see the Chop House. We had a lovely dinner there last night with Dan Schulman, engaging conversation and wonderful, wonderful company and great service. So you're familiar with these services. The point is we're embedding them in a container and customizing them where we'll be able to message to the member, use your credit union debit or credit card for the shopping that you do. Also in shopping, we have coupons features. We have national coupons through partnerships that provide coupons. You can take a picture of a coupon, store it in a folder, and then go shop. You're adding value to the shopping experience. Grocery coupons, the same thing, a link to coupons.com to get clip coupons. You can clip the coupons, put them in a folder, print them out. We're helping to save time and money, brought to you by your credit union. All right. So also in shopping, loyalty cards, phone pay is an interesting one. We hope at some point to help credit unions. This was the original mission of CU Wallet, to help credit unions with in-store payment capability. Right now it's about educating. So in the phone pay folder, we're going to have resources. This is one as an example where I can list the businesses that currently accept Apple Pay. So at least I know if I'm jazzed by that and I want to use my phone to use my Apple Pay with my credit union debit, I can easily find a directory of those services. Wireless discounts, there's a storage folder that helps with receipts and other documents that I'll show you in a moment. And then we have a category for travel, an Orbitz-like product powered by a company called Torico for hotels, air, cruises, rental cars, etc. In auto, the bread and butter for credit unions, an auto research and buying service. We're helping members get prepared to buy with consumer information about shopping. And then we have a default auto buying service with our partner Cuddle, CU Direct, which would take your members to that default auto buying service. So obviously you can search for a car, by zip code, you get the idea. Many of you have those. If you wanted to plug yours in, whether it's TrueCar or Cuddle, whatever it is, we plug it in there. So that's auto research, auto maintenance. So we have partnerships to help with coupons and deals for auto maintenance, parts, service, a maintenance log. You get the idea. When it comes to financing, again, we want to make it easy to make the connection. You've done your research. Now click and apply for a loan. There will be another one there that allows you to get the rates of the credit union. So you're informing yourself, you're shopping, and ultimately you're using this mobile wallet container for financing, for insuring the vehicle, roadside assistance, and so on. In the home category, likewise, when it comes to home buying, there are a couple facets to this. One is getting information about smart home buying, and the other is to link to Zillow, where Zillow is the best-in-class solution for finding homes in your area, designated area, where you can price homes and do your shopping. And then when it comes time to finance, you have the finance link. Here are a couple cool things that I really like. What about home maintenance? So home maintenance, we have maintenance deals. Again, national coupons, Home Depot, Lowe's, etc. We have a folder for your important documents at home. And what about maintenance tips? We have a great partnership we're exploring with a company called BrightNest that prompts consumers about everything that they deal with in the home. And based on those prompts, they feed messages to give resources and tools for home maintenance. Another folder in the home category is actually home improvement. And I mentioned the partnership with Houzz, H-O-U-Z-Z, for interior design. If you're familiar with this product, there's a ton of great ideas with photo content that helps give your members access to that information. Contractors, I mentioned home advisors. So again, you're getting in front of your members with a product where they can search for somebody, whether it's lawn care or fixing a furnace or whatever it is. And then the last category that I'll show you as I wrap up here is financial wellness. And there's so much potential. When you think about this container, we have all these tiles. We can, as we develop new apps, as we make new partnerships, we can add content on an ongoing basis to help credit unions serve their members. But in the financial wellness category, identity protection is obviously one. So we'll have a partnership there. If you have one that you're already using, we'll plug yours in. When it comes to investing, we'll have links to your own investment services, as well as other resources to help your members with their investing. And finally, the last thing that I want to show you here is the document storage feature. So we're creating this document storage feature. I've loaded a few examples, category by category: shopping, auto, home, legal, and then basically I've taken pictures either from my phone or with the camera, and there's a loyalty card, proof of insurance, picture of a car that I got off the home buying service. What about a lien release from the credit union? This is all about helping members save time and money brought to them by their credit union in a way that links to your financial services. LifeSteps Wallet, and I wanted to announce that today. All right, so we have credit unions who are starting to sign up for this product, early adopters. We're talking to them about it. We want to put you on that list if you're interested, and we want to learn from the collaboration in the early stages of this to make it better. So the dots I've tried to connect here this morning, right before I bring up Dan Schulman, is that we share a commitment and a passion. I'm inspired, my team is inspired, and I hope you're inspired by the commitment that we share with you to help project our mission, especially that of helping people who are just getting by. So the Just Getting By campaign, the new CU Link campaign that launches next year, and LifeSteps Wallet. I hope you found this valuable. I appreciate your attention. And on behalf of my whole team, we are honored and very, very pleased to work alongside you to help advance the credit union mission in Michigan, and in the case of CUSG, nationally. Thank you very much.
First of all, Dave, that was the best demo I've ever seen, live demo. I don't know how you did it exactly, but I don't think I could do that with the PayPal app.